Sorry, I ended up punching the wrong button. I was trying to get a screenshot of this ridiculous site, and I ended up punching F11 instead of F12, and F11 is my screen capture shot. So let's continue.
Of course. But he never had more brain than a nutcracker. I shouldn't have used a recipe for a potion of eternal youth and beauty.
I'm so eager to see what Anesi extracted from my bottle. Let's investigate this immediately.
But how was I supposed to know? It had side effects. There was absolutely nothing in the recipe to indicate that the bottle became fluid.
Well, double strength might add some odd effects to any potion. That's what my mother told me.
Bah! You just did a little of this and a little of that. And mix it until you drink. You should have looked at that jar. I can't understand what went wrong. But it did help. Did it? I mean, they do look young and beautiful, right?
Oh my goodness.
Well, maybe.
Notice that green hair? There's a
But the
story.
main thing is, of course, that you aren't fluid anymore, isn't it? Tell me, how are you feeling now?
Feeling? I'm the size of a midget, and I am still making flashing sounds whenever I try to breathe. How would that make you feel? So, even if I'm out of the bottle, I wouldn't exactly call myself human.
I think my torch ran out. It's all gone. No more torch.
Can we help you in any way?
Yeah. Of course you can. I need something to stabilize myself, and something to bring myself back to a normal size. And I need something to drink. Can you imagine being trapped inside a bottle for what appears to be an eternity, not being able to drink at all?
Oh dear.
So, tell me, what do you need?
I have some ideas of that. But first, I want to thank the friend over there. I assume the two of you have been working together on getting out of this bottle. Hello there.
All right. This character.
No reason to be shy. We here for a while.
This character is the same, including the voice and everything, as a character from the Oblivion Villia storyline. So, all right, we're done.
We here for a while.
Let's-
Unroll.
Let's talk to her. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Well, I want to thank you, of course. After all, it isn't only thanks to Vilya, but I finally got out of a bottle. And it won't be all thanks to her if I manage to regain my normal size and get rid of this feeling of splashing whenever I move around.
Oh dear.
And she'll need your help to help me. And I do hope you will help her.
Of course I will help her.
Good. Good. Then I will tell you what I need in order to regain my full health and strength. I need blood.
Oh, blood.
That's exactly what I need. But not any blood will do, of course. In order to regain my size, I need at least 10 drops of blood from a blood relative. A blood relative from a great house? Lord,
Nadu.
I'm sure that somewhere in Skyrim there must be someone who carries my beautiful surname. And I'm sure that someone as sharp as you can convince this relative of mine to provide me with the blood I need to recover.
I think I can do that.
If you can't charm them, maybe you could just torture them a bit. Or something like that. Use your creativity. Just make sure you bring me the blood.
Okay.
Now, before you go searching for my relatives, there's just one more thing.
Yes?
What do you think of the potion of eternal youth and beauty? Did it do its job? I mean, apart from making fluid and reducing my size by 50%, did it have any good effects as well? I do look young and beautiful, don't I?
Oh, no matter what. Of course. You look smashing.
Yes, that's what I thought too. Now, only thing I need is regaining my size. Then I'll be irresistible. You see, a done with beauty is supposed to look stern, stubborn, and irresistible. I think potion pretty much had that effect. Maybe I have to work a little on stubborn, though. I must admit, I've always been a little too, well, meek.
You seem pretty meek to me.
Right. Let's not discuss my looks. Well, at least not right now. I'll be perfectly happy to continue the discussion later on. What we need right now is blood from a relative of mine. I'm sure you can sort that out somehow. Preferably without killing anyone, of course.
Okay. We can do that. Do you happen to know the cure for Donkey Tail Curse?
Oh, that big, dumb, naughty idiot who stole the bottle and tried to drink me.
I guess he did get cursed.
That's the problem with notes and bottles. If they see something that even slightly resembles of mead, they have to drink it.
People from my culture do the same thing.
I'm sure a donkey tail will remind him to stay away from bottles that don't belong to him. Besides, Khajiits have tails, so why not Nords?
Okay. Oh dear. The poor man regrets his actions very much. Could you please help him?
Maybe later. I mean, just look at me. This is not how I am supposed to look. And compared to my situation, a donkey tail is a very minor problem. Help me first, then we'll talk about donkey tails.
All right. Perfect. Okay. We're good.
I will be waiting for you.
Yeah, what else you... I love that voice. Waiting for you. All right, let's talk to Vilya.
So tell me, what did Heneri say?
Oh dear. Finding a blood relative of Heneri Lalu.
Hlalu. I'm pretty sure that I have heard about someone with the name Hlalu here in Skyrim. But where was that? Isn't there a Hlalu farm somewhere? Now where was that? I'm sure it was in a snowy area. And not too far from a city. No, I can't recall. At least not right now. We have to look around for it.
All right, we will look around for it. We're good to go.
Anytime.
There's a story about this green hair that is so funny, and I'm not going to spoil it for you in case you decide that you like this mod. This is...
Don't you get thirsty from walking? I do.
This mod is one of the reasons that I went and played Oblivion. I joined the Elder Scrolls world a little later. I remembered my kids playing Oblivion and Morrowind, but I didn't join it until Skyrim, and then when I found this mod on the PC, I actually went and bought Oblivion through Steam and started playing it.
My favorite book is ABC for Barbarians. It's such a source of vital knowledge.
Yeah. And I played it a little. I played the vanilla game for a little bit, and then I installed the because I wanted to learn the controls. And then I installed the Vilya mod, which is one that is more highly developed because it was the original one. And she's worked on Emma and her team have worked on that mod a great deal. So it's been developed very...
Do you think I look fat in this outfit?
It's been developed quite a bit. All right, now she wasn't really asking. I think that was just sort of her ambient conversation there. So we're going to go ahead and come up to Windhelm Stables and go look for Hlaalu Farm, which I happen to know from previous games where it is. All right. Let's head up the road here. We've had some good dragon fights right here. I half expect to see one come swooping down. All right, we've got a couple of farms up the road here. Let's check them out. Brandy Mug Farm.
This cannot be a very good place for farming, can it?
You know, I have thought the very same thing myself. Up here playing this game, wondering what in the heck are these? What are they farming? Snowflakes? And here's another one.
I wish you would stay away from picking people's pockets. It's embarrassing. What do you think you would find there? Jewelry?
Another moral lecture from my dear friend Hlaalu Farm. Here we are.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
I'm looking for a blood relative of Heneri Hlaalu, and don't be jarred if the voice is significantly different from the opening voice.
Yes, Hlaalu is my family name. I might very well be a blood relative of this Heneri.
I need 10 drops of your blood.
10 drops of blood for the sake of an unknown ancient relative? Absolutely not.
Oh, come on, man.
However, you could talk to my so-called aunt over at my farm. She is also Hlaalu.
Okay. Thank you.
Until next time.
Right.
What is love handles? Have I got love handles?
I can honestly say I don't know. All right.
Welcome to the land of eternal snow and gloominess. I'm Falanu Hlaalu,
Hlaalu.
originally from Cyrodiil, but nowadays on indefinite holiday here.
All right. I'm looking for a... Well, why are you in Skyrim?
I got into some silly problems back in my hometown. I don't want to go into details, but it was related to eternal youth and some reuse of body parts.
Oh, dear. Repurposing cadavers. I understand
So,
it.
I decided to go on holidays to my cousin's grandson, Belin. The simple living on a rural farm seemed attractive. Relaxing in the garden, picking flowers, helping a little with this and a little with that. Of course, I had expected the climate to be, well, somewhat different. And I had expected my cousin's grandson to see me as a highly valued relative rather than his workforce. Of course, I'm planning on going back home as soon as possible, when things have calmed down a bit and people have forgotten. Which I guess might take another 100 years or so.
Well, you're lucky
But I am an elf.
to be an elf.
I have still a long life ahead of me.
Yes, you do. So, what are you doing in Skyrim then?
Well, as it's too cold to be outdoors, I have spent quite some time on writing books on alchemy. In particular, my 100 Ways to Use a Falmer Ear has become quite a success. I take it you already own a copy?
I think I've seen it. I'd like to buy a copy.
That's what I thought. You've come all the way here just for a signed copy of my masterpiece.
Oh dear.
Here you are.
Okay. What is it?
Welcome to the land of eternal snow and gloominess. I'm Falanu Halalu, originally from Cyrodiil, but nowadays on indefinite holiday here.
Alrighty. I'm looking for a blood relative of Hereni Halalu.
My mother's alive after all these years? It must have been 300 years since I gave her that recipe of eternal youth and beauty.
Uh-oh.
Of course, that crazy old witch doubled the potion, and as a result had some, well, bad side effects. I did warn her, actually. I heard that a friend of hers bottled her up, but I always thought the bottle had been buried, or that someone ended up drinking the content. Nords, bah! Give them a bottle, and they'll sooner or later drink the content.
Well, they will. I need 10 drops of your blood.
Are you out of your mind? I need my blood myself.
But she's your mother.
Yes, that is true. I need to think on this a little. And I always think better after a bottle of good Alto wine and a honey nut treat.
I may have that.
I tell you what, you bring me a bottle of good Alto wine and a honey nut treat, and I'll ponder on whether or not I should help her.
Okay.
Welcome to the land of eternal snow and gloominess.
Alright, I need to go get the Alto wine and honey nut treat. And I will do that so fast. Alto wine and honey nut treat. You got it. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we started out level 60. We're still level 60. We haven't done much level building, skill building. I need to do more alchemy, I guess. And see if I can buy the food from here.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
What else?
Let's sate that appetite,
Let's sate it. Alto wine. I need Alto wine. Nothing other than Alto wine will do. Dang.
Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
Trying to think of any other vendors that are up at... Whoops. 8:44 p.m. We just missed him.
I
Just-
really need better shoes.
So you say. So you say. Oh. No, I can't. What have I got in my inventory? Food. I think I've got the honey nut treat because I got it thinking I might be able to give it to one of my NPCs like Runa or Vilya. No Alto wine. Just one crummy bottle. It's right here. Why can't you sell it to me?
I've often wondered why Luafin, who is a Dunmer, is working in the Candlehearth Hall, which he could move on to a friendlier town like Whiterun.
Whiterun would be more friendly to Dunmer. I don't know. It's a good question. We should go ask her. It is so hard for me to resist as a sneaky character. Too many people. It's in the
You
store.
know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
I
Hey, Vilya?
need to do some shopping. You can tag along if you wish.
Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Anytime.
Shop away.
Talk later.
So when
We're
she
the only
says...
temple in Skyrim that can openly worship Talos.
So when she says that she's got to do some shopping, I can tag along.
Those awful Thalmor can't touch us, thanks to Ulfric.
I need to do some shopping. You can tag along if you wish.
Alright, well the only option is it's not a good time for shopping.
Well, if you insist.
So we got to figure out how to shop with this version of Vilya, because I don't know how. Why don't you relax?
Good idea.
Sorry, but your friend is going to go do something that he doesn't want you to see. I think they may have some in this room. Actually, I can just take it. Oh my gosh, I didn't have to steal. I didn't have to disappoint her.
Townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
All right.
Let's hurry back to Falana with the wine and the honey nut treat. Oh, I do hope she will agree to help her mother with 10 drops of blood.
Let's go.
Sure.
All right. Okay, let's do this thing. I'm excited to please. See, this is the thing, you know, if you, at least for me, role-playing this, and I know for a lot of other people, because I've read the boards, there are people who don't like this kind of engagement, don't like this kind of role-playing. They just want to go out there and, you know, shoot stuff, and that's fine, you know, I understand that. I mean, I've got kids who play a video game like this, like a first-person shooter, just for the points. And, but if you're into the role-playing and you let this character get under your skin, before very long, you find yourself wanting to do stuff that's going to make the character happy. Even though it's a program. But just because it's a program doesn't mean there's not some sort of humanity in it. This character is the result of a lot of effort, and I would dare say love of craft and love of doing something beautiful. Of her creator, Emma, and I can't remember the names of her friends, her longtime friends who help her with the coding, AI coding, the textures, and everything that come up with this character. So it's not enough. It's a little too reductionistic to say it's just an algorithm, because this was made by people, and this shows through when you play Vilya. All right.
Starting to get too old to work all day.
I did not
Hopefully
anticipate
Master
giving that
Father
lecture,
will
but
let me slow down a bit.
I hope so too.
Welcome to the land of eternal snow and gloominess.
Guess what? I've brought you Alto wine and a honey nut treat.
Excellent. And I have made up my mind.
Okay.
You see, we may have argued for decades, but Henry is still my mother.
Henry.
A crap mother, if you ask me, but still.
Yeah, she is your
She
mother.
can have 10 drops of my blood. It would be really nice to meet her again. There's nothing like a good argument between mother and daughter.
All right. So I got the blood. Let's go back. We're out of here. Okay. Headed back to Eldergleam. Back to Eldergleam. It's a good thing.
Let's hurry back to...
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. All right. Let's go back and visit with that crazy Henry. Oh my gosh, in Oblivion you deal with her so many times, and she's such a character, and aggravating and funny at the same time. And that voice, my gosh, It's like fingernails on a chalkboard, but what do? You know, you have to listen to it.
Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I?
Really?
It's so nice to just talk a little, you and I. I was just thinking, would you be interested if I told you a little about myself?
Well, sure. We're almost where we need to go. This is a beautiful bridge, lovely water. Please, tell me about yourself.
You do know that I'm quite happy to read a book for you, don't you? I cannot say that I'm very good at it, but I practice it a lot in solitude.
Yeah, we're going to go to... They don't...
Minette, the innkeeper's daughter, often asks me to read aloud for her and her friends.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they found my thick accent quite amusing, especially when I pronounce things the wrong way. We also had quite fun playing tags together. Sometimes the kid raced me all the way to Katla's farm. I often let them win, of course. Don't laugh at me. I did let them win. I can run very fast or very long if I want to.
Yeah, I know that.
In fact, I bet I could run faster than you. If I really try, that is. Just tell me if you want to give it a try.
A foot race with Vilya. How would that be? All right, let's go.
Shall we continue?
Let's go do this. What it was in Oblivion, the game, they actually have stores that specialize in selling books. So that's where you go for a lot of these things. In this game, of course, we had to go to an alchemy place. I mean, you have to go to different places. But that's one of the things I like about Oblivion is the bookstores. It's kind of nice. All right, here we go. Get ready for more of the indomitable Heneri Halalu. She is absolutely. She may be tiny right now, but she's got a giant-sized personality.
So, have you had any luck finding a blood relative of mine?
We have found your daughter, Falanu.
My daughter Falano? Skyrim? I thought she was busy cooking up various nasty potions.
Yeah, we'll let her explain that to you.
Oh, I guess the citizens of Skingrad finally got fed up with her and chased her out of town.
Oh my goodness.
So, what is she doing in Skyrim?
Playing this mod makes me want to play Oblivion again, like this afternoon. So, I don't know. I'll go ahead and do this. She's on vacation visiting relatives on a farm outside Windhelm.
So, she is on vacation, huh? Visiting relatives. And they haven't thrown her out yet. That's odd.
Yes, it is, I'm sure.
I bet she's spending her days relaxing in the garden and picking
dear.
flowers, while her relatives have to serve her with food and wine. And I bet she was not willing to give you 10 drops of blood to help her old mother.
I have a bottle of blood from Falanu.
And you are sure it is really her blood? Not horse blood or imp blood, or something even worse.
We don't even have imps in Skyrim. I'm convinced that it is her own blood.
Good, good. Well, give it to me, please.
All right, bottoms up. Cheers. Skull.
Yes. Cheers.
Well, it helped.
Yes, it did help. Now, if I could just get rid of this funny glow. Well, I guess it will wear off sooner or later.
Spectral glow.
Funny. It must have been Falanu's blood. I have misjudged her. Either that, or she's just bored and needs something to do. After all, there's nothing that will raise one's spirit like a good old-fashioned mother and daughter argument. And my daughter really loves arguing.
So, will you make a full recovery now?
Absolutely not. I still feel kind of plashy whenever I try to move around. And there's only one thing that would help me pure bad.
Oh no. What would that be?
Or blood, of course. But not any blood would do. It has to be very special. I need blood on someone dragonborn. Quite a coincidence. Don't you think so?
Well, I think it's more than a coincidence. I am dragonborn.
Yes, of course you are. Everyone knows that. Even I know that. And I have spent my time inside a bottle. So, what do you say, Dragonborn? Will you let a poor old woman have a sample of your precious blood?
Of course you can have a sample of my blood.
Wonderful! That's what I want to myself. Someone who can kill a dragon single-handed. Wouldn't be afraid of a little pain and blood. So, give me your hand. Please. This won't hurt. Much.
Okay. So, she's going to cut me? Oh, wow.
Such fuss for a tiny blood sample. And you are supposed to be a dragonborn.
Why don't you drink the blood and see if it has any effect?
Indeed, I will do so.
I think she cut a little more deeply than she was supposed to. That's why I fell. Cheers.
Oh, that's exactly what I needed. Now, I feel as good as reborn again.
I'm locked out of my first person.
Now, let me just relax a few minutes, and then we'll talk again.
All right. She's relaxing. Give her a few minutes before we talk, and I can get back into first person.
I have been thinking. I think it would be a good idea if you escorted me to my daughter.
Look at that gorgeous green hair.
Now, I have been thinking. I think it would be a good idea if you escorted me to my daughter.
Okay, let's go.
I am, as you may know, not so familiar with the Skyrim roads. As you obviously know where my daughter is, I think it would be a good idea if you escorted me to her.
Let's do it.
I'm really looking forward to seeing her. I've missed her ugly looks and her bad temperament.
Totally Mother of the Year material.
After all, there's nothing like a good win or die argument between a mother and daughter.
I agree.
And I think I deserve a holiday after all that I have been through. I'm looking forward to spending my days relaxing in a countryside garden, reading a book, and maybe nice flowers.
Yeah, there's something you should know regarding the... Should I tell her this? No, I'm just going to escort her to her daughter.
Thank you so much. Shall we leave immediately?
Yes, let's leave immediately. Oh, alright, it's the dialogue option. I'll tell her. There's something you should know regarding the Lalu farm.
No, don't spoil that fun. A good surprise. I'm
Okay.
sure everyone there will be happy to see me. But I will just love the rural environment.
Okay, let's go.
So, will you take me to my daughter? I will be waiting for you.
Alright, let's go.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute?
I do have a moment. Tell me your thoughts.
Is it alright with you if I don't come with you, Ranieri? You see, there's something I need to do.
Okay.
I have received a letter from Wilbert. He will soon be leaving Skyrim, but before doing so, he has something important to talk to me about.
Alright.
I'm not sure what this is about, but I really feel I should go and see him.
Now, I can go, don't worry, I'll escort Henry alone, or I'll come with you. Let's do I'll come with you, because this is obviously one of those heart squeeze moments where my character is kind of like, ugh, what if she leaves? So I'll come with you.
No, you don't. This is something I should do alone. And besides,
All right.
Yanir is expecting you to escort her to the Lalu farm. You better do so.
My
Once
character,
you have escorted Henry, I'll be waiting for you in Dawnstar.
right, my character at least needed to offer that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take Henry, my new companion, to her to her family on the farm where she hopes to.
Just make this as my pet friend.
It would be fun if we had a dragon fight, Henry and I. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we step outside. Anyway, it's going to be fun to see her reaction when she gets to this farm where she thinks she's going to be spending her time picking flowers and sunning in the yard.
Everyone is talking, but no one has anything to say.
We're so emo. Let's go. Watch, we'll have a dragon right out here just blast us with some sort of toxic breath. Maybe not. Look at that. We made a clean getaway. Oh, Henry. I have to say I've, in a weird way, missed that voice. Look at this.
Welcome to the land of eternal snow and gloominess.
I think they're going to have their own conversation. I'd like to wait until she gets out of the plant. There we go. And here we go.
I don't read books. I already know everything worth knowing.
I know people like that.
Starting to get too old to work all day. But hopefully Master Halalu will let me slow down a bit.
So, this is the pleasant farm where my daughter is on a so-called vacation. I better have a word with her myself.
You'd better, and I want to hear.
So, my dear daughter, tell me, are you surprised to see me after all this time?
Like mother,
And
like
what do you
daughter.
think? Did it work?
Good day to you, Mother. I'm sorry, what do you mean by did it work?
Well, that potion, of course. Your recipe. Don't you think I look, well, young and pretty?
Well, at least you're not fluid anymore.
Well, whose fault is it that I became fluid? Why didn't you tell me about the side effects of your recipe?
I told you not to double the recipe. And I told you not to mix a little of this and a little of that like you usually do. Actually, I did a potion for myself as well, and it worked just as it should.
Well, I wouldn't say that. But let's not argue about this now.
All the time in the
I want
world
to hear
to
all
argue.
about what you have been through and how you ended up in this place. It's not exactly what I would call a good place for a nice vacation.
All right, I will tell you. But maybe you should first say goodbye to your friend, who I believe has other things to do than listening to us.
Yes, you are right about that, of course. Just a moment. Look, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute?
Welcome to the land of eternal
Thank you
snow
so
and
much for
gloominess.
bringing me here. It's a ghastly place, of course. But that's not your fault.
Yeah, well, I hope you will like it here.
you insane? It's cold, it's dusty, and generally awful. But I am looking forward to having a good talk with my daughter. And you, my friend, should return to Vilya as soon as possible. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling about her leaving. If I were you, I'd hurry to her immediately.
Alright. By the way, cure for donkey tail curse.
Look, we can discuss this later, but right now, I really think that you should go and find Vilya as soon as possible.
Alright. Out of here. We'll come back and get the donkey tail curse solution later. Off to Dawnstar to explore Hinari's bad feelings about Vilya's leaving, my character's own heart-squeezed feelings about her taking off, and this conflicted, swirling family of emotions of pleasure and discomfort. So here we go. And when you've been playing this game more slowly, you've been mingling Vilya's quests with your quests, and you take a nice long time to play this thing, and you engage. You see all this, you enjoy all of her chatter. Then it's these moments that become very meaningful.
God strike you down.
Dude, what?
I'm no one special. Just a miner who swings a pickaxe for his drinking money.
Here, have a drink on me.
Got any ale or mead?
I have a little bit of everything.
All right, then.
Let's get inside here, see what's going on. There's Wilbert.
Welcome back. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Have you seen Vilya, or as you might say, Wilya?
Yes, she has been here, and we talked for a long time. In fact, we were discussing the future. I'm planning to leave for Cyrodiil, and have asked her to come with me. She is fantastic with her flute, and she handles the lute quite well. I think she has the potential to become a really good bard. Well, if she can stay away from dancing on the table, that is.
Oh, Wilbert, you're a good guy. So, what did she decide?
Nothing. Strange, isn't it? From the first day I met her, she has been claiming that she wants to become a bard. But now, when the opportunity arises, she seems to have second thoughts about it. She murmured something about true friendship being more important than music, and she actually sounded as if she would prefer to stay in Skyrim. Well, that's up to her, of course. I know where I stand as far as music and true friendship are concerned. My music and my lute are my only true friends, and I know it's a friendship that will last for the rest of my life.
All right, where is she now?
Well, I'm actually a bit concerned over that. You see, shortly after she had left, a group of big, broad, barbarian-looking Nords came in here and asked about her.
Uh-oh.
One of them, I think his name was Halfdan, said he was a relative of hers, and as I thought it was her brother, I told him what I knew.
Oh no, Wilbert.
But then I saw a glimpse in his eye, and I didn't like that glimpse at all. He looked downright cruel. And as they left the inn, I heard him say something to his friends about teaching the wildcat a lesson she won't forget. Frankly, I'm concerned. But I'm not brave enough to deal with a bunch of big barbarian Nords.
Look at his eyebrows. They've really worked on the expressiveness thing. All right. Thanks, Wilbert. I'm going to go find out what happened.
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bard in all of Dawnstar. Me.
Well, I've got a crisis on my hands. Can't talk. Got to go out and see what's going on with my friend, my dear friend, the friend whom I love, Vilya. What's going on here? Fly like the wind, moonshine. Meanwhile, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Sovngarde's sword, unrelenting force, and elven shield. Straight up conventional weapons. Don't have time to stop to fight anything. Shadowmere and I are engaged. We've got to go find out what's going on. I'm worried about her too, based on what Wilbert said. Now, first time I played this through, I remember I had been playing with her for so long. That I remember getting that rush of emotion when he said that, just grabbing my sword and running out the door. It was pretty good. I totally bit into the what I was supposed to be feeling thing. Let's see how we're doing. Making progress. Where the heck am I? Sorry. What quest do I have active at this point in time? I think I may have screwed up. I'm ruining the dramatic effect of my saving endeavor by... Okay, so I'm right on top of it, according to this. I just want to make sure, because all of a sudden it's like...
Who in Dagon's name are you? Speak.
Oh, I don't have time for this.
Oh, I was part of the gang in the ruins here. Friend of mine went crazy and stole the boss's sword.
Right.
They blamed me for it.
This is not
Look,
working.
I'm done here. Mop the floor with these idiots for all I care. Just get out of my way.
I just don't have a clue. No, we're not starting the Pale Lady. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Trying to... I'm right on top of where it says I'm supposed to be. I'm afraid I've conflated two things here. Is it right here? Alright, let's go inside and see what happens. Right now, I'm really confused. I hope this wasn't some sort of random placement that happens to line up with another quest. Because that sort of detracts from the from the emotion.
Isa?
There's no...
She's smarter than that.
Alright, I have no idea what's going on. No idea what's going on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a reload. Yeah. Let's go load. This happens sometimes. See what happens here. Can't remember exactly what I was doing.
I hope your parents are proud of you. They have a lot of reason to be.
Alright, let's check this out. Put the little marker on it. We've got find out what happened to Velia, so that's good. Windward Ruins. Mazincha left. Let's go ahead and fast travel here. On the high hope that she's headed in that direction or as close to it. And because that arrow marker was not helpful to me. I could not make any sense of it. Okay, so now here I am. I'm role-playing now, feeling the emotion. Looking at the map. She's right down here. I've got my sword. Got my shield. Got my unrelenting force. So I can knock them over like bowling balls if I need to. Oh my gosh. Once again, I'm right on top of this. Find out what happened to Velia. And I must be missing something because I'm not getting this. Last time I caught them outside a ship. Let's do this. See if this will help at all. Nope. Okay. Not sure what it is that I'm doing wrong or what is happening. My arrow marker says I'm right on top of where I'm supposed to be. And I'm having a really hard time making this work. Do the best I can. I'm coming, Velia! I'm trying. Whoa, I almost felt like I was running off the edge of a road there. Doing what I can, I'm trying to get there. Well, this is what we do when we have true friendship at stake. We jump up mountains. That's what we do. Or we can go down to roads. Gotta be close. Gotta be close. Just follow the stairs, follow the path. We get the music. We get the music. Jump up here, see what we can see. We're gonna get this solved. We're gonna get this solved. Oh, Vilya, I'm trying to get there. Damn my inability to teleport. The limitations of magic. All these things. The follies of the mapping system that telescope you away from me as though... No, actually, wrong action. Alright. I'd do better if I had a shield, but I know I'm going to be deploying. My weapons here. I better throw my shield out. Yeah, see, it's the weirdest thing that I go to my map. What does it say? It says I'm right there. Quest marker. Find out what happened to Vilya. I'll keep pursuing this in a blind, panicky, rage-like state. Just chase, 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 running south. Chase, chase, chase. Wherever I must go. And I am running. I'm going to ignore the bear. I'm ignoring the bear. Ignoring the bear. I don't have time for this. Silent Moon's camp. Running past Silent Moon's camp. Continuing to run south. Is that the only arrow marker I've got? Okay. Is it getting bigger, or is it just my fevered imagination? Is it just my fevered imagination? Are they running too? Are they like the orcs with the hobbits? Lord of the Rings? It's getting a little bit bigger. It is. Oh. I'm on the cusp of catching up. I am fatigued. Never too fatigued to save a true friend. A dear friend. This is like the wackiest map marker I've ever seen. I'm running my butt off since Dawnstar. And here I am. Alright. I have no idea what it's pointing at, but I'm here. I'm here, Vilya, wherever you are. Yeah. What happened to you? Were you eaten by a giant and then expelled upon the ground? I'm going to take a break until such time as I can find Vilya, because unless she's high in the sky or under the ground right here. What in the world are you guys... What's going on? Why are you chasing that poor Stormcloak soldier? Why? What have you done with Vilya? What? What have you done? Everybody here is all worked up. Great, now they're my enemies. I didn't even do anything to them. Alright, what we have here is a huge misunderstanding. Just trying to save my friend. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do, is save my friend. I don't want to kill you. Alright. I'm going to have to take a break and figure out what's going on. And I'm just going to get one more look. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Thank you. Alright. I'm running all night long. Very tired. I'm in agony that I can't find my friend. The only arrow marker that I can find is pointing me to a place where I can't find anything that's useful. So, I'm going to take a break and rejoin this quest to save or investigate what's happening with Vilya as soon as I figure out what's going on with this